This morning, Twitter, now called X, exploded with claims that Iran has conducted its first ever nuclear test. In other words, Iran is a nuclear power, according to these claims on social media. Users are making a direct link to yesterday's 4.5 magnitude earthquake, 28 kilometers from Sorkhe in Semnan province of Iran, to Iran's potential nuclear test. According to these claims, the tremor was directly as a result of this nuclear test. Before I look at the basis of these claims and other relevant aspects, let's see who is saying what about this extraordinary claim. This is a tweet from user Adam, who has in excess of 167,000 followers and frequently tweets on the Middle East conflict. He tweeted, and I quote, "Breaking speculation that Iran's earthquake was the result of a nuclear test. The Kavir Desert, a large open desert area near Semnan, rarely has earthquakes." End of quote. User The Tribe of Truth also tweeted, and I quote, "If you were not sure that Iran has actually tested a nuke, check this seismograph that a station in Armenia picked up. Also, please compare that to other underground tests conducted by other nuclear powers and see the difference between a nuclear test and a regular earthquake." End of quote. User Nadra Ali with 108,000 followers asked, "Has Iran conducted a nuclear test?" User St. Letsen, based in South Africa with close to 300,000 followers, tweeted, and I quote, "North Korean underground nuclear tests caused earthquakes. Iran hours ago issued a NOTAM over planned military exercise until October the 9th, and that was followed by an earthquake. They warned Israel of an unconventional response in case of an attack. Iran is most likely testing a nuclear bomb." End of quote. Similar claims were made by other users. So what's the truth in these claims? A pro-Israeli Twitter handle, OSINT Defender, with over 1.2 million followers, had tweeted on Saturday, claiming that the Iranian Civil Aviation Authority had released a notice to air missions, or NOTAM, for a majority of its western airspace, stating that commercial flight paths through these areas will be closed every night for military exercise between 1700 and 0130 UTC. So those claiming that Iran has indeed conducted a nuclear test are using this NOTAM notice to justify their claims. They're asking as to why would you close down your airspace for certain durations every night. According to them, the notice was to clear the Iranian airspace so that the nuclear test could be conducted. In April this year, when Iran and Israel were close to a full-blown war after Israeli terrorists illegally bombed an Iranian diplomatic mission in Damascus and the West remained silent, one prominent Iranian lawmaker had stunned everyone by saying that his country could easily make an atom bomb within a week. Javed Karimi Godusi, a former military commentator and member of Iran's National Security Commission, had said that his country was technically able to enrich uranium to 90% purity for warheads in half a day, or let's say 1 week, and that the IAEA, which is the watchdog, was aware of Tehran's capabilities. James Acton is an American physicist and wide-ranging nuclear policy expert who co-directs the nuclear policy program at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Now, for those who don't know what this organization is, Carnegie is a globally renowned non-partisan international affairs think tank headquartered in Washington, D.C., with operations in Europe, South Asia, East Asia, and the Middle East. Acton told the Journal that Israel will be foolish to target Iranian nuclear facilities, and it wasn't going to be as smooth sailing for Israel as it was in 1981 when it bombed Iraqi nuclear facility in Oziraq. He goes on to say, and I quote, "But the Iranian program today is based around centrifuges, which are very small and can be manufactured quickly and placed almost anywhere. So even if an Israeli attack destroys Iran's current centrifuge plants as Fordo and Natanz, and it's not obvious to me that Israel has the capability to destroy Fordo, which is buried inside a mountain, but even if Israel can destroy Iran's existing centrifuge plants, Iran is almost certainly going to reconstruct centrifuge facilities. In fact, it may already have clandestine centrifuge facilities. We don't know, but even if it doesn't, it will construct. I feel very certain more centrifuge facilities potentially at multiple sites, some of them potentially hidden in plain sight inside normal industrial buildings, and some of them buried even deeper than Fordo. So they are definitely out of the range of the Israelis. End of quote. So clearly, even this American expert on nuclear matters thinks that Israel is incapable of destroying the Iranian nuclear facilities. Going by what Acton has to say, it's also very clear that Iran is capable of producing nuclear bombs if it had the resolve to do so. But can a nuclear test produce 4.2 magnitude tremor? Let's look at the magnitude of tremors felt when India, or for that matter North Korea, conducted nuclear tests. A study by University of California, Berkeley Seismology Lab concluded that the Pokhran nuclear test by India in 1998 had caused a tremor of 4.7 magnitude. What's being reported from Iran at the moment is 4.2 magnitude tremor. A similar study by University of California, Santa Cruz on the impact of North Korea's nuclear test in 2017. That report said, and I quote, the 2017 nuclear test caused a magnitude 6.3 earthquake, according to the US Geological Survey, and produced sound waves recorded by seismometers around the world. End of quote. Once again, what's being reported at the moment from Iran is a 4.2 magnitude earthquake. So clearly, nuclear tests are capable of causing bigger tremors than what's being reported from Iran. Look, war is not good. We all know that. And if Israel wants the region to be set on fire, it's because this settler colony is run by maniacs, sponsored by another group of Zionist maniacs sitting in the US, namely Joe Biden and Anthony Blinken. Let's hope that these Zionists never succeed in setting the entire region on fire and killing more and more innocent lives. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much for your support of this platform. If you do think that this platform is worth supporting and our journalism is worth promoting, then you too should consider supporting this platform on buymecoffee.com and Patreon. In the meantime, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.